left in the quarter.
Cut that shit.
Just off the shores of Lake Erie, we are at First Energy Stadium in a city aptly named after its founder, Moses Cleveland, way back in 1796. This was the scene a few minutes ago. The dog pound in full roar.
It's gonna really blow you out, bro. That's what you want.
They get set to match up with the Denver Broncos.
You're alright. You just want to go.
Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season. Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. Fields this way up at the 17. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape.
I hate when Madden do that weak ass kick shit. Yeah, it's to kick the ball and that motherfucker go right by it still.
Line of scrimmage to 31 now on 1st and 10.
It's all night, Flea. I don't really let you get too much shit going on, bro.
Play action. And this will be well too
you gotta switch shit up.
Bring in. It's incomplete.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high powered, you gotta find a way to hold them under 20.
It's all night, Flea.
20-point score. Give yourself your best.
Yo, you keep running to the nigga. That's the funny part. That shit weird.
I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
To throw again on 2nd down. Watson.
No, I ended up in.
It's Marquise Goodwin. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield.
Hold up, this thing. We got Bradley Chubb at the end.
That nigga running for his life against me.
I don't think I can do that. Yeah, there we go. What? I bet we was good. Where? I had to update your bitch at the mall.
Not only is it deflating, they've got to look in each other's eyes on that side of the ball and take each other's measure.
Enough for some neck.
Perfect situation. And what they said to you on the other side is, we don't think
No,
don't
she
start
cheaper
that
than
double
that.
team and shit, Flea.
that should never happen.
You know, your bitch don't cost too much. She price friendly. Yeah. Ice cream out the mall, you know, something like that's all she need.
I force you to throw that bitch too.
When you talk about game planning, putting him in the top 5, that's an easy call.
You gonna throw a pit? I don't give a fuck.
That's not an issue at all. He has great touch delivering the football, but that mobility, that added dimension, when he escapes the pocket and those receivers find their way open, short, medium, and long,
get that deuce.
Ah! Yeah, we on that shit all night, bro. All fucking night.
Marquise Goodwin, his 3rd touchdown.
On that shit all night, Andy.
And the Browns have taken the early lead.
We on that shit all night.
McLaughlin is up and good, and that makes the score 7-0.
Bless you, bless you. Oh, we on that shit all night, bro. I ain't even bringing out my nickel package until you show me you can start this.
Damn.
Let's fucking go, bro. You can't do shit.
Send this one away. This is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. Now Wilson on 1st down. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
Now a man open down the middle of the field.
Come on, Jesse ain't making that tackle.
Way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49.
Cuz think he about to blow me out or something. He tripping.
What national championship?
Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field, and here he finds the open guy.
Who playing?
Meanwhile, Wilson's throw there complete to Hamlin. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40.
Top Thought University.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all
the time. Shut your fucking mouth before you piss me the football.
Killed him. You ass some bitch.
They'll throw on first down with Wilson. Man open, he's got it complete to Cortland Sutton. And all the way home for a Broncos score. And boy, CD, it's one thing.
New sheriff in town, Cleveland.
It's a great run with broken contact. It's like a cherry on top. That was a nice play.
Yeah, that's a run born out of ferociousness. He took on that initial contact and in his mind just screamed, out of my way, and kept right on going and wound up turning it into a big play.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. The return man down to a knee. And
I made it off the block. They said I'm legendary.
The Cleveland offense ready to go.
That hurts,
victory over the weekend, but now the quick turnaround here for this Thursday night game. How does that affect?
Oh yeah, we need them.
Like this approach these short turnarounds.
This gonna hurt too, Flea.
Well, wins and losses always factor into how you're getting ready for the next game. But
Yo, that nigga talking shit about CJ.
Are you losing key guys? And if so, how well are the backups prepared?
It's 21-0 first half over here.
Oh God.
They have to be ready before this week.
Damn, Flea.
Well in this game.
Here's Watson. That's to the right side and complete
Shit,
to
close
the
that,
Joker.
bro.
And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6.
I'd be insulted if it didn't have him.
Thursday night game. I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you
He
said,
1 for 15. It's about to be halftime with 15 yards.
You know what else you're looking for? Who are the freshest guys coming off
God
the
damn it.
game to play on a Thursday night? Guys that really
That's a good ass play call.
He was well over 100 yards last week.
You said what?
This week, a little ambitious, said he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back?
Oh, the game about to come. The schedule came out at 8, didn't it?
That's just going to naturally continue. Just make sure you
Pick Emmanuel Mosley.
That's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to him.
2 yards the loss,
I
second and 12.
He quit? You quit?
One to prepare for, one of the best in the league.
Damn. First half.
They're stopping him for a loss.
Now they contend with a second and 12.
Yeah.
I was
Back
going
to
to
throw,
score.
Watson. Flush out
Damn.
right. And there is Amari Cooper, his first catch.
Alright though, bro. For real, I ain't mad at you. I'm on FIFA now.
Someone sharp in this game. I mean, a touchdown pass in the first drive. He comes right back, and he's flinging it around really well here.
Really nice throw there to pick up the first down. You kind of just feel a laser focus and confidence about him, and I think we saw that this week, didn't we? Talking to him and the coaches, they felt good about his performance coming up.
Yeah, I was really impressed with that last practice we saw when they went through 2-minute drill, when they went through all the different situations. Ball hardly hit the ground, and I thought, yeah, he might be locked in for this one.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
58, right over there, right over there. Mike, 58 the money. 58 the money. Hey, D-line, let's get in there. Let's get in there now. Hey, 58 is the money. Go, 58 is the money.
Throwing again is Watson. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. This defense for the Broncos, they played really well in the win over the Raiders a week ago.
Yeah, and what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
Check, 42's the money. Pick me up. Here we go.
Y'all listen to No Limit.
Watson. He's got a man complete. It's and he is going to have a Browns first down.
Let's
to
see.
get the third down conversion.
Get better.
Had the offense humming on the first drive. Not much has changed here on drive number 2.
No, and I think a lot of times confidence just really kicks in for a team. They may have been confident going into the game, but once you prove it on a drive, it's hard to get out of that mindset, isn't it? And look, let's face it, we can always lock in on the skill position, guys. For those big fellas up front, they're really making this offense go early in the game.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
Nice play there to force the incompletion, and to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
FIFA come on some real shit, don't it?
From the 25.
Yeah, that shit tough. Like, take you straight to the career.
Here's Chubb on the read option. A little second effort
Hey,
there
fuck
on
up,
a strong
Piner.
run. And then drop just
Word
inside
up.
of the 20. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Out of the gun, Watson.
Ah, I hear that though.
His man in stride, complete. Touchdown. 2 first-quarter touchdown passes now for Deshaun Watson. And the Browns have taken the lead. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. As mentioned,
Oh,
they're
eat
one of
it.
the hottest teams in the NFL, riding that winning streak into this one. But now playing here on Thursday night, do you think that this helps or hurts their momentum?
Well, ordinarily, I'd say it hurts the momentum because now you've got that short week. But when a team's playing as well as they are, it actually allows them to down focus and only worry about themselves and less about their opponent. So when you're playing well, you just worry about the things you're doing well and let the opponent deal with that.
Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
But when you go from 2nd and 4 to 3rd and 3, that just tells you who won that battle on the last play out.
Yeah, first round went to the offense, second round the defense. And he'll find Sutton on the
Damn.
right side, complete. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29.
This shit got you moving around like my part.
13-7 our score.
Yeah, a little bit.
On 4th down, here's Sam Martin on to kick it away. He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And they'll play keep away from the returner as this one will be marked out of bounds at the 13-yard line. Pretty good spot.
All right, man.
The Browns drive about to get started. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive that culminated in a touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. Doesn't matter where you start with the football now, they have to feel great about their opportunity.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
Not bad, actually. It was right there. Got a bit of time to warm up properly if you want.
Sure. So where?
Here.
Here's 2nd and 10. Here's Chubb on the read option. And he'll use his blockers to get this up over the 20 to the 21. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. He's going to have the hook up the
Oh, get off the block, too.
And he is going to have the Browns first down as they get 5 there on 3rd and 2. That time the conversion comes courtesy of the RPO.
And know what it did? It moved the sticks. Nice pickup on 3rd down. Even better decision.
Deep ball for Goodwin.
Oh, he dropped it.
Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Fucking piece of shit.
I like the fact that he took the shot deep downfield. Even if you don't get the catch, maybe you get a defensive penalty and pick up the yardage that way.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Off of play action, it's Watson. Had his hands on it, but dropped it. The rookie making a little bit of a rookie mistake. 3rd down.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
The Browns on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd and 10. Again, it's Watson. He rifles one that's intercepted. The safety, Terrell Edmonds, picks it. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line. Well, he's certainly not been afraid to take some chances downfield. Now, look, it's paid off for him.
Hey, they don't let you pick a miracle on this
not so
bitch?
fortunate.
Yeah, I did.
Start what you said. It's paid off a couple of times. So
You gotta go down to the United States.
It's been good for his offense for the most part. So he throws an interception there. No one likes that, but I would not rein him back in. The return on investment thus far has been pretty good. 2 touchdowns.
It's free on the PlayStation Store right now. Yeah, I forgot I already put you on game because you're my son.
It's Williams trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3.
Damn, I can't run the ball for shit now.
Now Wilson. He'll get that complete to Albert O. And they move this all the way down.
What are you talking about?
9.
And in a lot of ways, that catch is expected. Red zone presence. And
my shit is illegal, but they changed it a little bit.
They'll try and run. This is Williams. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right.
Oh, yeah, this shit probably illegal. Probably got that 15.
2 there, bringing up 2nd down. Throwing is Wilson. Escaping the pressure right. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
On 3rd and goal, Wilson. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Touchdown, Broncos. Albert O, his first touchdown on the year. And the Broncos are an extra point away from tying the football game.
Well, we know someone just added to his touchdown passing total, but all he did was get the ball out quickly to his tight end and let him take care of business the rest of the way.
McManus's point after is good, and we are tied here in the 2nd quarter. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
I'm gonna have to go to that Bengals vs Panthers game.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
7 yards, the pickup there. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Faking the give. Now Watson. Deep ball for Goodwin. This is intercepted. Watson picked by his former teammate Kareem Jackson. And the Broncos force the turnover. They'll take over at the 10. Well, his arm strength never an issue, but this one winds up in the wrong hands.
Oh, the coverage here is just terrific because when it's done really well, sometimes you can't distinguish whether it's the receiver or the defensive back the ball's intended for. He actually ran with him in perfect motion and able to make a big-time play.
And he'll be out of bounds up past the 10-yard line. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at 2nd down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Play action. Now Wilson. Being chased out left. And he'll be out of bounds right around.
Fuck your division, nigga. This is my division now, nigga.
His first read wasn't
there.
Heck, his second read wasn't there. But he bought himself
Rush MVP.
extra time scrambling out of the pocket, got to the sticks, and picked up the first down.
Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game.
Nigga pass rush on my ass though, for real.
We go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman and have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming. Rush coming and he's taken down. The corner blitz gets there as he goes down for a loss of 7.
Okay.
Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts. So as they take it over,
everybody on this nigga team tired.
Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. Another try after the first down sack. Wilson. This will be caught. Judy. And he finally goes out of bounds across the opposite 40. A huge play there for Denver.
I can still hear
I got some catching up. Did he? Oh, he's talking about for MVP. Don't worry, Russ about to come in and go crazy.
As they run away from the defender.
Now a throw here to his running back. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him the football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit. But get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are. You know, make someone miss in the open field.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal.
That wasn't a good play call.
On this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down. Here's Wilson.
I'm on my ass.
He's taken down. Now the Browns signal for the 2nd of their timeouts as they get it right at the 30-second mark of this first half.
Let's see.
Interested to see what they dial up here. 3rd and goal with a lot of green between them and the end zone. Now it's Wilson. And this is caught for a Bronco touchdown. Making a hat trick for Russell Wilson. 3 touchdown passes now. And the Broncos have broken the tie.
He's in trouble. Trouble. Trouble.
is now 21-14. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Browns drive about to get started. And with 25 seconds to go, we'll see how they want to play this. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He's going to go up top again. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
Certainly no lack of aggressiveness here. They were hoping for the home run play to get them 6 points. They're hoping for a catch, maybe a call, but they figure they can at least get into field goal range with a completion.
Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now a play fake, and it's Watson. Buying time to his left. Now he'll throw deep left side. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
That was an interesting look there, because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. Terrell Edmonds comes flying in from safety for the sack. So we come upon halftime with the visiting Broncos taking the lead to the locker room. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime.
You do all that talking in the group, and got something for that.
Final adjustments being made in the
About to
locker
go
room.
up.
We're just about set for the second half from Cleveland. And to bring it your way, we go back up to Brandon and Charles.
I manage the keep shop. Sales management of the time for shopping. Great job, man. I'm tired.
Okay, Coach. Yeah, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this 3rd quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. Broncos with a lead, and they will be receiving this kickoff here as quarter 3 is underway. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better, and I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation to pick up those pass rushers, because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
Eluding the pressure right. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain. And he's going to have a Broncos 1st down. His good running gets him to about the 44.
And a run like that shouldn't surprise anyone who's ever seen Javonte Williams play. Compact, strong, physical runner. He ran for 1,000 yards in North Carolina last year. In fact, it was over 1,100 and 19 touchdowns in addition. And that's despite sharing the backfield with another 1,000-yard rusher, Michael Carter, who was taken in the 4th round by the Jets. Najee Harris and Travis Etienne were taking over him, but many thought that Javonte Williams might be the best back in the draft.
Now they'll throw it with Wilson. Open man Hamler, that's complete. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
3rd and 2, now Wilson. Flush to his right. Got a man, it's Judy, complete. And he will have a Broncos first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And down inside the 15 he goes.
But when you hit him on the move like that, and he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam, oh boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down. From the red zone now, here's Wilson on 1st down. Throw left side complete. That's Cohen. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And it'll be 2nd and very short. A give to the brother of J.J. This is Derek Watt. And this Browns defense coming to life. They get him behind the line for a 2nd straight play.
After a play like that, there should be congratulations all the way around, I think, because if you can stop a big fullback like that, that's not easily done.
Yeah, he does not go down easily. You're right, but he did there. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Javonte Williams. His 11th touchdown of the year.
That's how you put a draw together right there.
Take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. McManus's point after is good, and the lead now up to 14.
Broncos 28, Browns 14.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors. I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for them. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And he's up in.
I ain't know who he was going to right there.
Following a good pickup of 8.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Stiff-armed him. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. Gotta say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
Hey, 24.
On 1st and 10, Watson. He's going to dump this off to his running back. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45.
A couple of first downs right in succession, and this is an offense that can really use a good drive, and they're off to a fast start here.
On 1st down, it's Watson. Here's a diving catch right side. A gain of 6 there on first. He's been quiet today in the passing game, just his second catch.
Yeah, and people have to come up with schemes to limit him. And what a lot of teams do, they'll double him, you know, use a linebacker underneath, a safety over the top. Sometimes they'll just take a corner, maybe their third corner if he's a bigger guy, and put him on a man-to-man to try and limit his touches. Just keep mixing it up, give him different angles, different looks, like a good boxer does.
And that motherfucker fast as hell.
Touchdown, Cleveland.
He gets me every time in that bitch.
Arm strength was a knock on Deshaun Watson coming out of Clemson, but he showed what he's got there. The extra point by McLaughlin is up and good, and that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. The Broncos onto the field ready to start their next drive. And their lead cut in half by that touchdown a moment ago. They are up 7 as they begin this drive 1st and 10. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards.
I'm really nice at this shit, man.
Second down.
You just gotta hope that I'm off that day. That's your best bet.
You trash. You talking about FIFA?
They go play action with Wilson.
No, I'm on Madden.
And he checks this one down to Williams. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. 1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Now a first down carry. It's Williams.
This nigga D-line OT.
It'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive game.
Can't run the ball at all. He got Everson Griffin on the ground.
Second down. Off the play fake. Here's Wilson. That's complete. Akure and able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before
they got some shit like a yard on FIFA.
It's a big play there for the Broncos. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Wilson's throw taken in by Sutton. And he's brought down at the 34.
I got fucking Newsom on the island on Jerry Jeudy. I'm about to try his ass. But it's 4th quarter, only 5 minutes left. Gotta play it, you know.
And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target, and he's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
On first down, Wilson. Flushed up.
Damn.
He's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
Panic.
In for the sack, Myles Garrett.
What a banner year.
Should have hit third right away.
For Myles Garrett. Gets his Cleveland Browns to the playoffs for the first time in a long time and had 12 sacks to lead his team. He's averaged more than 10 sacks a year in his 4-year career and was named All-Pro for the first time after the 2020 campaign. After what they faced during this game where they've given up a ton of yards downfield, that has to be a measure of revenge right there for the secondary. They've been shredded throughout the game and finally forced an incompletion.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
Look
at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted.
Fuck. Little pit. Gotta make a stop, D.
Right back in this football game. Now this D, particularly the secondary, has been picked apart in points here tonight. They finally, though, get to the quarterback in a minute.
And we know this about him. He loves night games, loves the spotlight, loves being the center of attention. I will bet you that he ran off the field almost chuckling to himself. They finally got one. They finally got me.
After the interception, here's Watson. Trying to lay one up deep.
Who is 22? He got to come out the game.
And he takes it all the way down to the 20.
Kareem Jackson, you're killing me, son.
A big play that time for Cleveland.
He's killing me.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
On first down, they'll run with Chubb. And he stopped immediately there. It was DJ Jones who was there for the tackle. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold him to no gain.
From the gun, here's Watson. Gets this to Kareem Hunt, his running back. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 12-yard line.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the fourth. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
And a pickup of about 4 down inside the 10 to the 8-yard line.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, about the free safety coming up and making the big time.
Unbelievable word you say.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game.
If you're a fucking problem, you're a whore.
So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They come up on a second down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down to the wire. Throw left side, there's Schwartz with it. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be third down.
I thought that wasn't a bad time to call the screen. I thought late game, down on the scoreboard, had to figure they were expecting a pass downfield.
Yeah, so the edge rushers, they're coming. That could have hit big. You're right. Good recognition defensively to snuff that one out. Watson. He's got it. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a fourth down. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Down 7, and they've got to go for it here on fourth down. Desperation time. Watson on fourth down. Touchdown, Browns. Kareem Hunt, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Browns are an extra point away from tying this game here in the final minutes. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And partner,
Fourth quarter, minute 14. In Cleveland, on the road. What are we going to do with Denver?
So right back to square one, tied at 28 as he kicks it away. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32.
The Broncos take over first and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They need to get this around the 40 on the other side to get into field goal range. Look at the clock, a decent amount of time here in a tie game. What do?
No panic situation at all. They've got to get a couple of chunk plays, pick up nice bits of yardage.
Target the sidelines?
Target the sidelines because you want to get out of bounds and make sure that clock stops. Because if the clock stays running, that makes things that much tougher for you. It can always bleed out on you.
And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going.
He's going to rifle one deep left side. And this one is incomplete. Couple extra defensive backs out there in the dime, and because of that, really not many places to throw the football, if any.
And typically, what would you want to do against that dime?
Run the football.
You want to run the ball, but you can't do it in this situation. Not nearly enough time on the clock. You having to really navigate against a tough defense presented against you.
2nd and 10. Throwing now is Wilson. Escaping the pressure right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away. I see you nodding your head up and down. That's a very heady decision at this stage of the game. Out of the pocket, nowhere to go. Just get rid of it.
That's a smart play because you're not worried about your completion percentage, and you're also not trying to force it into bad traffic as well. Throw the ball away, live to fight another down.
Wilson to throw.
Ah!
This is going to be intercepted.
That might be game. I thought he was about to run with cuz. Fuck, I just lost. Fuck, I just lost. Damn. Fuck.
Watson to throw. This taken in by Jakeem Grant. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20.
Fuck, man.
The Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds left to play. From the gun, it's a give to Chubb, and he can only manage to get a couple.
I deserve to lose this shit.
Now they get the
You do, you
timeout.
fucking gone.
It leads you to wonder, will they kick it here or risk running another play and possibly not getting down in time? We'll see. And we've got a timeout. 9 seconds remaining. Second and 8 coming up. They run it again with Chubb. Another 2-yard gain there, but they'll need to do better this time. It's 3rd and 6. And we are set for a great finish as that timeout comes in with 2 seconds to go in this football game. And now it all rests on the right foot of their kicker. And we will get a
He stole
timeout
this one.
with 2 ticks left. And now this game's going to come down to the right leg of their kicker. 2 seconds on the clock. This for the win.
Oh, he missed it! Let's go!
And a costly one there as this game remains tied here in the 4th. It's a little teaching
Let's
moment
go!
here. Overtime rules remind us how this goes.
Yeah! Let's fucking go! Let's go!
So a time
That's your
ball
bitch.
game here as the
She just hold it from a
Chiefs
different angle.
And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the
Depends
end
on
zone.
what controller you got. Is either circle or square.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown would win it.
And I think teams around the league are still adjusting to the idea of
These niggas D-line OD.
the game because they were used to just going downfield and trying to get in field goal range to win a game. Still having to make that transition. Let's face it now, the ones who are doing it best know they need to go down, attack, put the ball in the end zone, and not leave it up to a field goal and give the other team a chance.
Yeah, as we said, they control their own destiny now. Meanwhile, Wilson's throw here into the hands of the receiver, Judy. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. They go back to that well. He's had a great game. Defensively, they haven't been able to stop him. Same thing here in overtime.
And sometimes that goes to the play caller's ego, because a lot of times you have so many different players you want to call, but when you spot a matchup that's working for you or a player that has the hot hand, keep giving it to him. That tells me you're mature as a play caller, and it's working for them in overtime.
A gain of 6 there on first. Second and 4. Here's Wilson. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit, because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into some windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a second interception, really a bad throw. So maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now.
Now here's a throw right side taken in by his tight end. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. He's padding his already great numbers here in overtime. More importantly, though, moving his guys downfield.
And I think that's exactly what's going through his head right now. Moving them downfield, putting them in a position to win the game. The stats, that's for the fantasy guys. I know they're enjoying that show.
And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 21. Charles, you get into these overtime situations, that's not a bad guy to dial into.
Well, when you have to have plays, especially in a spot as you just described, we're in OT, you've got to go to the guys you can trust and you know are going to make the plays. Well, they say it's not the X's and the O's, it's the Jimmys and the Joes.
Here's a throw out wide complete to his running back right side. And a couple of yards as they move it from the
How do you know if you offsides or not in fucking soccer?
Well read defensively, and this is all about diagnosis as a
You can't be in front of them niggas.
Because he saw it setting up in front of him, able to knife through there and make the play.
It should be you gotta like tap it type shit like a shooting on 2K.
Second and 8 coming from the 19. Now with shotgun handoff to Cohen. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. They'll be down to just 1 remaining as we step aside here in overtime.
Another goal from this corner would in all likelihood secure victory.
Shit, I ain't even played the game yet.
I'm in my career. I'm in my career.
I ain't even did that yet.
to try to keep this opening drive of
I'm in my career. I'm in my first game. Not yet.
Play action. It's Wilson. Rolling to his right.
Yeah, it's like Madden in the yard and shit.
They stop him short at the 14. Now the defense will burn their third and final timeout. It'll be their second and final timeout, remember, here in overtime. We'll be back.
Just straying offside.
So a big move here, playing to win in overtime. They're going to go for it on 4th down. Here we go with Williams.
Way to get that first, boy.
The first down before he's tackled right at the 10. And I know you, with every carry, especially in overtime, you're just saying, if you're that ball carrier, hold on to the football.
Hold on to it, protect it, but not necessarily settle it, because you're trying to get to the end zone. You're trying to end the game right here. I know the defensive guys poking, clawing, raking, trying to knock the ball free and protect their end zone.
Yeah, like you alluded to, especially this part of the field. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down. So they get pushed back to the 11, and here's 2nd and goal.
I just scored one.
Now they'll throw it with Wilson. And this will be caught. Touchdown. They needed overtime to get it done, but put this one in the win column. A lot of scoring. There's no doubt about that in this one, Charles. Points, they were not at a premium. They were pretty easy to come by.
They were, but it was fun, wasn't it? Because both teams finding ways to click. And you know people who love this game, they also love baseball games